Hi again. Real quick. I just wanted to. I don't know how to say it lightly, but basically the things that made me stand up and pay attention that I saw in the news were that I was taught were prophesied in the Bible, and the things that I've seen on the news that have made me go, hold on a minute, what's going on, and then led to all this research. So these are the things that I would like you to research for yourself and keep an independent mind, not think like the crowd, and also try and trust your instincts, because your instincts is your sixth sense, and you'll often notice in life where you ignore it and things go wrong. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, I think, with me anyway. So I try and listen to my sixth sense. So anyway, so these are the things. They've all been prophesied in the Bible, and they're all happening right now, and a lot of them are unbelievable. So to start off with, the desert will sprout water. It's done that in Saudi Arabia. Out of nowhere, it's just started sprouting water in multiple places as well. And it's flooding. Flooding in the desert. Who would have thought it? Apart from the Bible, who would have thought it? Anyway, what else? Rivers will turn blood red. 3 rivers, to my knowledge so far, have turned blood red. And this is worldwide. This is, sky trumpets will be heard. All over the world, there's been a phenomenon for the last 7 years, roughly. 7 years, exactly, 7, yeah. Which is a very important biblical number. It's normally the start and the end of something, the beginning of 7 years and the end of 7 years, which is why I'm making this video now, because it's at the end of 7 years. And these sky trumpets. See, there's my little, yeah, that's what they sound like. It's crazy. Don't believe me on any of this. If you have the time, please research it for yourself. It'll make your brain tingle and the shiver go up your spine. There's also other things like Ron Wyatt found Sodom and Gomorrah. In the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fireballs from the sky. And in this place where he strongly suspects it was Sodom and Gomorrah in Israel. Don't get me wrong, it could be not be, it could be somewhere nearby. But anyway, in that area, there are pure white sulphur balls, and apparently sulphur balls can only come out of volcanic areas. There's no volcanic area in the area at all, and sulphur balls, like I say, please research this for yourself. Sulphur balls are normally 40% sulphur and the rest, other bits. So they're normally yellow, and then they're not crystal. But these are white, pure sulphur balls. They're crystal. They burn. You can see people going on YouTube. One YouTuber said, "Oh, I've seen Ron Wyatt's video, and little does he know, I actually have relatives in the area." So he says, today on camera, I'm going to go and let's see if we can find what he found. And initially, he couldn't find anything. And then his video cuts to another segment, and he goes, I found it. I found them. They're everywhere. Little white balls of sulphur, and you have to dig them out of the rock. He digs them out of the rock with his little penknife, and he burns them, and straight away they start turning black and yellow like sulphur, and he straight away starts gagging because obviously the sulphur. They got sent off to a lab. They come back 99.9% pure. No one understands where they've come from, but they exist. Physical evidence, they exist. No one knows where they come from. Yet again, the only explanation is the Bible. And I believe things like this are there for us to ponder over and go, well, how come there's no volcanic area? Even if there was, it would come out yellow and 40% pure. These are 100% white pure. Anyway, that's it. Check it out for yourself. Mind blowing. Other things. The River Euphrates is getting low. It's never, ever, ever in the whole history of humankind been this low, and it is now at the point where it's almost drying up. When the prophecy in the Bible was written all those years ago, imagine this: the river was so high and flowing, and it was a main river. No one in that era would have thought, oh yeah, it's going to dry up, but it has. Come on, Jason, what else? Oh yeah, it's rained worms, fishes and frogs. Like I say, check it out on YouTube. Try and be careful not to get the fake videos or the AI videos. It's also, there was a plague of locusts that attacked Texas, USA last year. There was 2 species that normally harminate. I think one comes out every 13 years, one comes out every 17 years or something like that. But this year they all come out at the same time, and the cars were driving down the road and the road was moving like it was pixelated. It was insane. It says in the Bible there will be more, nation will turn against nation and kingdom against kingdom. So I'm assuming nation, the modern day translation is country, and kingdom, that would be like Euro, wouldn't it, or something like that, like a kingdom of of a few nations. That's my interpretation. So nation will turn against nation, kingdom will turn against kingdom. Yeah, that's been happening for a long time. However, it's really starting to kick off now. Wouldn't you agree? There's a lot of nations turning against each other, and I suppose kingdoms, that would be, for instance, 2 nations teaming up, which is what's happening a lot, isn't it? So yeah, and in the Bible it says the king of the north will start all this trouble. And north, when they talk about the world, or north, south, east and west in the Bible, they talk about it, from what I can gather, from their landmass, not the whole world, because at the time the whole world wasn't known about to everyone, was it? It was just, there was their landmass, the Saudi Arabia, Israel, all that area, Gaza, all that area. So that's that in the Bible, I believe, from what they reference it, that is the world to them, sort of thing. So when they say the king of the north, now that's coming from a place, a big country, begin with R, isn't it? So that again, that you could say that kind of matches up a bit to what's going on at the minute. And it feels, all this threat of nuclear war, and it feels like something dramatic's going to happen, don't you think? Maybe it's just me, because I've been reading the Bible a lot and matching up all these prophecies. There is more. Of course, now I'm on the spot and I haven't got my paperwork. I'm struggling to think. But yeah, please just check it out for yourself. Do not, repeat, do not be afraid. These things are shown to us to make us think. There is plenty of time for everybody. Kind of. Do not panic. Do not, when you see these things on YouTube and you realise that this has been happening for a long time. 7 years ago, there was a huge halo of cloud right above Jerusalem. And there was also, that's when the noises, the sky trumpets were being heard. Now, in the Bible, I don't know if there's a reference to a prophecy of the sky trumpets. However, I do know that when in the Bible stories, when Jehovah, he operates from heaven, so it's Jehovah, when he helped his people and the armies win, he would instruct the armies to sound a loud trumpet sound of warning to the people who are coming to attack them, to say, you need to listen to this and turn back. Or in this case, I interpret it as, you need to listen to this. This is a phenomena that no one can explain. So, apart from the Bible, all these phenomenons, whatever, cannot be explained apart from the Bible, apart from the explanation in the Bible. And I would challenge you to, if you're interested or intrigued, to look at what I'm saying about the prophecies, and just think about it for yourself. Ignore the group, ignore everyone else. Don't tell anyone what you're doing, so that no one's going to chastise you or laugh at you, because that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest battle. That's why when we get through to the end, there's no more work for us to do, because all the work that we're doing is right now. We're not listening to the crowd. We're thinking for ourselves, and that's the hard bit. If you can do that, that's it. You've won. So anyway, thank you very much. I really do care about everyone, even though people I haven't met. As long as they're innocent, I care about them, and this is the only way I feel that I can help. So I'm doing it. Yeah. All right, anyway, thank you very much, and I really hope that you all have a nice day today. Okay, thank you. Bye. I've just woke up. There he is, the main man. Well, not the main man, sorry. Jesus. I've got another representation of the main man today. I took the lights from up there and I've put them down here, behind this cloth. I thought that was quite cool. And then I noticed, oh, you got the eye. I like that representation. He's always watching. He is, he's always watching. And when you, Jehovah, God, who operates from heaven, when you make him happy, he makes you happy. Because we were made in his image. So people say they don't believe in God existing. And these same people are very sceptical towards the conception of God. And these people also use his name in vain. So, but after using his name in vain, when they're not even friends with him anyway, and you know, you won't do that, after using his name in vain, they complain that God doesn't help them. So it's like, we're made in God's image. So this is, again, my black and white thinking. You say to me, we're not friends, I don't like you. And I go, okay, fair enough. You don't know what to do with me, it's fine, I'll leave you alone. Like God does. He leaves you alone because you're not interested in him. Because we're made in his image. So it's a similar thing. So then after saying to me that you don't want to be friends with me, you're not interested in me, and I go, okay, that's fair enough, I'll leave you alone. You then start using my name in vain. So every time you stub your toe, you go, oh, Jason Carter. Oh, Jason Carter. And I'm like, hold on, you're using my name in vain now. So now you're insulting me. You're not leaving me alone, are you? You insulted me. Or, you know, in real terms, people say, I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say it because it goes over against, but people go, oh, for God's sake, oh, Jesus Christ. You know, when something bad's happened, these are the people that have given us everything. We use their name in vain. And then then people complain when God doesn't do anything for them. It seems so simple to me. It's a shame. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems so simple. You're nice to someone and they're nice back. And the thing with God is, when you're nice to him, he repays you threefold at minimum. You'll get one nice thing happening after another. And you'll realise, you'll go, oh yeah, I've been shamelessly putting myself out there, telling people of my opinions, no one else's, my opinions. Risking, you know, bad things said to me, trolls, risking everything, when really I could just sit at home and go, oh, I'm saved, I don't care about anyone else. But like I said in the other video, it does matter about other people, because other people have families. And it all comes down to whether innocent animals and children and people, vulnerable people, are being looked after or they're being hurt. And if they're being hurt, we all need to come on making videos like this, don't we? So this is my bit, this is what I'm doing, this is what I can do. I'm doing it. Okay, thank you.